So, guys, I've been dealing with some stuff and dealing with my kids in the school system, public school system, and I realized you cannot be a angry parent and be black. Not here, not in America, especially not over here in these public schools. So I done took my children out of one school because at the one school they were getting physically assaulted and always ending up in a nurse, physically assaulted by teachers, verbally assaulted by staff, and the stories would be hidden and people wouldn't even call me anymore because I was reporting them to the state. Took the kids out of that school because my son ended up in the hospital from getting kicked in the mouth at school by a student. The teacher covered it up, told him to rinse his mouth out, and he didn't need to go to the nurse. But when he got home, his whole jaw was swollen and locked. He couldn't open his mouth, so I took him to the hospital and I removed him from that school. Moved across to the fucking suburbs, and here we go with this shit with these people. First day of school, she looking at me up and down because I wear scarves. And because my little two braids on the side, whatever they want to talk about me. Second day, I bring them to school. She calls DIFUS and says, I'm always late to pick them up. Bitch, this the second day. Then she says that she called the old school, which was a lie, because they was catching the school bus at the old school, so I never had to go pick them up or drop them off. So she got caught in that lie. DIFUS closed the case. So then my youngest son go to school, and a student bum rush him and almost knock him over while he's putting his books and stuff in his book bag. So he screamed on the boy like, yo, why would you do that? This nigga apologized. The little boy apologized. The little boy apologized. His name is Michael. My son is black, and this boy is not. Principal not. She the principal and the superintendent. This the person who's been giving me these problems because she knows how. I think she could see the spirit on me and my kids. So she goes and the teacher goes and tell my son that he need to apologize to Michael. Now what the fuck is my son apologizing to Michael for? My son would not apologize to Michael. So she gonna snatch him up by his shoulder and make him go sit down when his brother came to go pick him up from the after school. My oldest son goes to pick him up from his classroom, and he usually walks out and come meet me in the front. Turns out this is what the fuck happened. She snatched him up. So I reported her ass to the state, had a meeting with the principal, the teacher, and some guidance counselor was sitting there too. They both lying, saying that they didn't touch him and all of this. My son told her the story, exactly what happened. So she gonna say, the teacher gonna say, well, it couldn't have happened that fast because the principal came right after. I said, no, actually anything can happen that fast. The bell didn't even ring. Well, the bell had already rung. My son was waiting for his older brother to come and get him. So in between that time from the principal coming from the office to come to the classroom, because I'm sitting outside, they know I'm outside waiting for my sons. Turns out this what was going on. He got snatched up. So I reported that, had a meeting with them, told her if she continues to put her hands on my son, she will continue to be written up to the state. Brought him back to school today, and my son is getting bullied by like 5 different fucking kids. So my son didn't say nothing to the teachers and shit because they don't listen to them. He wrote it on a piece of paper like I told him, write down everything that happens and bring it home to me. I'll handle it. So we walking down the street after school, and he looking, first of all, when he came up to me, he looked upset. I said, what's wrong? He didn't want to tell me because we was in the building. We walked down the street and almost crossed the street, and he handed me a piece of paper. So I look at the paper, I'm like, what's this? It's got all of these math notes on it. He like opened it. So I opened it, read the shit, he getting bullied. Turned the fuck around. Come on, let's go back now. Walked over there to the principal. First of all, there's a guy that I guess he think he's security or something. This motherfucker, even in the meeting, he had to sit in the outside the door. Like they really be acting like all black parents or all black people is about to come up and turn the fuck up because people fucking with their kids. No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna report you. That's how I turn up. That's how I turn up. So he comes and walk up to me while I'm walking to her. He's like, is there a problem? And excuse me, looked at her. I opened up the paper and showed her. I said, this is what my son wrote me today. So she read the paper. I said, if you can't, well, she looking at it like she confused, right? So I said, if you can't read his writing, then he could say it to you. So she like, no, it's fine. I can read. Okay. So then she folds it back up and she holding on to it. But my hand out like this, like... So she looking at my hand like, I'm fucking confused. No, bitch, you're not confused. Give me my fucking paper. She like, no, I'll take care of it. Give me my son paper. If you want to keep this paper, you need to go make a copy. This is mine. So she got upset about that. Go say, you could wait outside. That's fine. I'll wait outside. Waited outside. She made a copy. This is what I'm saying to y'all. Y'all need to stop listening to these people because they've done reported my son saying, oh, he's a problem because he's yelling in kids' face. But did you find out why the fuck my son is yelling? Did you know that this little boy almost knocked him the fuck on his ass? Now, if my son would have got up and knocked him on his ass, then he would have been the problem, right? But all he did was ask him, why would you do that? Protect your kids, hear your kids out, and stand up for your fucking kids. Because if you don't, they will label them, say they got behavior disorders, say you got fucking problems as well. They lying on me, all types of shit. But it's cool because I'm out here. Ain't shit gonna touch me. And ain't shit gonna touch my kids. I protect them. And I know how to protect them the right way. Let a white bitch come up there yelling and shit, screaming on them about her kids. They ain't gonna be scared. Because they know, first of all, them motherfuckers believe anything an adult say. I don't. I don't care what your title is. I don't care how many years you went to school. I know who I raised. I birthed these two right here. And these two are some good-ass little boys. Okay? They good. They smart. They smarter than the kids in that school right now. Coming from public schools. In the hood. Because they get homeschooled. Yeah. And they know how to protect themselves by writing down everything that happens. And giving it to me. And I'll handle the rest. Just want to make a little video on that. Alright, guys. Protect your kids. Listen to your kids. And watch these people, man. They had security guards in the old school sexually harassing the kids. He got fired because I found out. Okay? You don't want me or my kids in your school if you're doing fucked up shit. And that's why they want us out.